I'm out on the Metropolitan Line, northwest of the tube map, Zone 7, in the series that we call Only Unconnect, where I visit stations on the tube map which don't have a connector blob to check out some of these lesser, least used, more interesting stations. We're here today at Croxley, which is behind me, to see what's going on. So Croxley is in the top left-hand corner of the tube map, one stop before the line terminates at Watford, and is one of only 4 tube stations to be located in Zone 7. It opened in 1925 and was originally called Croxley Green, and I did find myself immediately liking an underground station that has a bus stop outside which somebody has placed a cone on top of. It's a delightful 2-platform affair which sees Metropolitan Line trains calling every 15 minutes throughout the day. And it does feel a little bit like Watford, that is one stop up the line, which you would expect. But mostly, I was just taken by these gorgeous lamps that are on the platforms, built by a company called JENS Spence Limited that no amount of Googling can I turn up any more information for. Now, I'd heard rumours that Croxley also had a higher than average number of toilets, and sure enough, there's a ladies in the ticket hall area, and there's 2 gents, one on both platforms, which were both sadly locked, which, along with the waiting room, I therefore couldn't gain access to. There are though flower beds on the northbound platform which are made from sleepers. That's nice, just don't sit on them please. So instead, I took a wander up to the end of the platform. Yeah, in all my years of tube travelling on the underground, I have never come to the end, oh it's windy, of Croxley Station and just look down. I'm guessing not a lot of people ever come and stand at this end, and all I can see is, oh, a squirrel. Now it's one of those stations where there are gates, but they're left open in the absence of any staff, which does seem to be all the time at Croxley, and there's a strange yellow glow in the ticket hall too. On the stairs, there's a nice gallery showing designs from the Art of the Underground programme, and on the footbridge that links the 2 platforms, there are photos from the Steam on the Met events which often take place. I did also find a pointless bench at the southern end of the platforms. And at the other end, this area again, where I don't think anybody else ever really stands. Note how it's all painted in sort of a dark maroony Metropolitan style purple, but the paint is flaking away. It used to be kind of district green. And over there, a random 2 seats. It's the kind of seats you get when there's like a lift, and they have like courtesy seats for those that need to sit by a lift and wait for the lift, but there's no lift there. Croxley is not a step-free station. Why are there 2 seats just randomly there? How bizarre. You can't also come to Croxley without mentioning the nearby disused Croxley Green railway station though. That's why Croxley Tube Station here had to be renamed. But there's a whole separate video on that which you can watch here as part of my London's Lost Railway series. Give that a click if you've never played it before. And talking of video series, here's a nice throwback to playing bingo, where a previous keyword which you had to shout at your screen was car park. Yes, Croxley has one of those too, and it's my favourite oddity. Yeah, a car park, this is it. If only we were playing end of the line bingo, which we're not. Car park, but the fascinating thing about Croxley's car park is that you go up some steps here, just walk up these yellow steps here, and then you get to a grille where you can't anymore get onto the station, but I reckon you used to be able to, because here, look, you've got the staircase is clearly was one whole staircase, and then they put in a divider, and you can actually just slide your hand under the gap of the divider, and that's where people walk down to the platform. So now, to get to the platform, rather than just cutting through here, I have to walk all the way to the top, through the barrier, and then down here again. But I guess, you know, in days of old, you could just walk straight through the car park onto the platform, but no more. And as I'm making Only Unconnect an official Series 2, it will now also get its own map for this series, showing where I've been, along with passenger numbers as well. 0.8 of a million a year at the moment for Croxley, a humble station. There's a download link in the description where you can grab that map. And that is your look around Croxley Station. As I wrap up, I've just enjoyed having a look around, looking at the local area, and just sort of soaking up the atmosphere of the station. And I think it's taken me until this point to sort of work out the reason why, the raison d'etre as it were, to realise why I'm doing this series. And that is because these tick-only stations, these unconnected stations, ones without a connector blob, are typically lesser used, maybe lesser served, and are certainly stations that I've not got out at and sort of specifically looked at or explored in a while, like most people, because we just go to the stations where you connect with other lines. So I hope in doing so I will also inspire you to maybe come and visit some of these lesser used tick-only unconnected stations. Press subscribe. See you next time. Thanks for watching.